And we're live. Welcome to Startup TNT Top 20 Pitch Night for Investment Summit 8. I'm Mike Woolsfeld, the TNT lead for Saskatchewan.
And I'm Hassan Nakri, the Regina lead for TNT. And we're coming to you live from the U of R College Avenue campus building. Great location, new location for us. But that's not the only thing that's new tonight. Mike, you're new to Startup TNT.
That's right. Many of you know me from the ecosystem here. I've been working for a while with Innovation Saskatchewan, Innovation Place. Been investing for a couple of years with Startup TNT, and I just got the bug. I had to come here full time. I've been here since the beginning of September as the new Saskatchewan lead for Startup TNT. So I'm super excited.
Welcome, Mike. And Mike takes over from Jesse Weeb, who is here tonight in the back, chilling, relaxing, not having to worry about anything. I just want to acknowledge what Jesse's done. He's going to be up here later on this evening, but Jesse has done a fabulous job for Startup TNT over the last 2 years. Everyone just big round of applause to Jesse for everything he's done for Saskatchewan and the startup community.
Awesome. But first, we want to start tonight's event by acknowledging we are in Treaty 4 territory. Tonight, we honor those peoples whose stories this land carries, and we acknowledge this land was traditional meeting ground, gathering place, and traveling route for many First Nations. We acknowledge this land across the prairies was and is the traditional meeting ground, gathering place, and traveling route of the Anishinaabe, Cree, Oji-Cree, and Dene people.
We acknowledge the nations of the Saulteaux, Blackfoot, Dakota, Lakota, and Nakota Sioux, the Siksika, the Piikani, the Kainai, and the Sutnia, and the national homeland of the Red River Métis. At TNT, we aim to always create a safe space for all Indigenous communities. Tonight, we honor their tradition of gathering the community and sharing stories with each other. Just stand by.
No, we want to go back.
Yeah, we're still on this. That one. You can start from there.
That's the one.
All right, sorry about that, folks.
Sorry about that. All right. Anyways, sharing, telling stories is what we'll be doing here tonight. And what a story it's been so far for TNT over the past 3 years. So TNT started as a happy hour between investors, founders, friends, and community supporters to help stimulate a startup ecosystem in Edmonton. And it's grown into this exceptional story across the prairies. So look at these stats we have here. Over the last 3 years, we've raised over $11 million in capital for startups across the prairies. Over 26 investment summits, just like this. We've got 84 companies in our portfolio, and over 300 investors have participated and cut checks, 1,500 plus individual checks cut into companies across the prairies.
Yeah. And what's that resulted in is the amazing logo wall you see on the right side of the screen. And we plan to add even more logos to this wall tonight after the summit. But what I love most about the logo wall is all the personal stories that are behind each of the logos. The fun we have every week at TNT, the friendships that are formed, the challenges that are overcome through hard work and grit and determination.
That is right, Hassan. And let's not forget that we could not do any of what we've done over the past 3 years without the help of our amazing sponsors and partners.
That's right. And tonight we're going to have personal representatives from each of these amazing sponsors here tonight that we're going to right up here on stage helping us introduce the companies that you're going to be watching pitching. And we got some amazing sponsors. We got, which one to mention, Innovation Sask and Prairies Canada are here tonight. Which takes us to the big question as to why we're here. And why are we here? Why are any of us here? I mean, why invest in startups? For those that are just recently been exposed to startups, they probably are asking this question. I've got lots of personal reasons why I invest. Mike, why are you investing?
That is a great question, Hassan. I know I invest in startups because I'm incredibly passionate about startups and I'm incredibly passionate about Saskatchewan and the prairies. And I'm a firm believer that angel investing into our startup ecosystem is the best way to contribute to the growth of our province, the growth of our country and economy, create jobs for the people around us, and diversify the economy for the future of Saskatchewan. I also have a heck of a lot of fun doing it.
Consider better myself, Mike.
Now, we know why we invest, so let's talk about how we invest in startups with Startup TNT. So we've just started the fall summit this time. So what happens is every investor pre-commits a $5,000 check at the start of the process. And something to consider is we're all pitching here tonight, but this is not a pitch competition. It is a due diligence process. So the winners decided based on due diligence carried out by the group of investors over a series of several weeks. We look into data rooms, we contact references, we contact other investors if they have any, other customers if they have any, advisors on their team. And in the end, it's real companies, real investors, negotiating terms on an investment for a deal for equity or future equity in the company.
All sorts of tech issues tonight. That's right, Mike. And many of the investors are new to angel investing. Many are from traditional business backgrounds and or startup backgrounds, but all of them are super excited about the opportunity to invest in local startups and help grow the rapidly growing Saskatchewan startup community here in the prairies. And now that we know how the whole process works that Mike just described, we take that process into and crunch it into 8 exciting, amazing weeks that we run across the summit. And we kick off that summit with tonight, the top 20 pitch night. So here in SAS, we got over 30 local investors. We had over 20 startups that applied. We've got it down to, well, there were supposed to be 20, but unfortunately one company had to drop out. So we only have 19 pitches for tonight. And we've had, and there's a typo on the slide, we've actually had over 800 tickets sold for the pitch nights across the prairies. So there are, yeah, let's give it up for that. That is amazing. It shows the trend that we are growing year after, well, summit after summit. And there are 4 pitch nights happening tonight, including this one. So there's pitch nights happening in Edmonton, Calgary, and Winnipeg, and here tonight as well. And afterwards, we got 5 after parties going in all 5 major cities across the prairies. And more about that later.
That is right, Hassan. It's going to be one epic night.
That's right. It's going to be an epic night. We're going to have lots of fun. But just before we carry on to who's actually going to be pitching tonight, a little bit of housekeeping that I got to mention. As you've already noticed, you're separated from the food and the drinks. And one of the rules in this building about the drinks is no alcohol consumption in the hallways or the lobby. And we actually have hall monitors, so we will be watching. So yeah, you can carry your drink back and forth. Just don't drink it or even look at it. Just bring it here and then consume it. Those that are waiting outside, you can come in. All right. And here are the amazing 19 companies that are going to be pitching tonight. This is an amazing logo wall. Everyone give it up for these awesome companies that are here tonight. And look at and as you can see from the logos, you can surmise that it covers a broad range throughout the entire economy.
Absolutely. I see startups on this list here from the food sector, outdoor industry, pet care industry, immigration, painting, so many different things. What an exciting look we have.
The electric EV that's sitting out front.
All right. So this is how it's going to work tonight. Each founder here will have 3 minutes to pitch their company on stage. We'll provide a 3-minute warning for the company. They've got a timer here on stage, founders. keep an eye on that timer. We'll give you a 30-second-ish grace period. We're counting in our heads, so be careful. And at about 3 minutes, 30 seconds, we'll have to hard stop you. And for anybody who's come out to our events before, sometimes we've had Q&As in between the pitches. We're trying to keep everything streamlined right for this night so that we can get over to Cathedral Social Hall for the after party on time. So no Q&A for the pitches here tonight. Just bang, bang, bang. Great pitches all night.
That's right. We're gonna make this fast and quick. Just a few more moments on the clock. The yellow light for the presenters. The yellow light will represent 15 seconds remaining. The red light means you're at 3 minutes, and then at 3 minutes 30 seconds, Mike's gonna come on stage and throw you off. For the investors in the crowd and for anyone else watching at home, we know you've already done the due diligence. So as you're watching the pitches tonight, obviously you're gonna, it's information you probably have already seen. But what we want you to really think about is how can I help this company, not just with investing, but with the development of their company. A lot of the companies here tonight are looking for feedback. They're looking for for connection, for a referral, for any way to help grow their idea. And that's really what we're here about tonight. So, and on that theme of community support, later on tonight, we got these 5 amazing happy hours happening, after parties in Regina. We're going to be at the Cathedral Social Hall right after this event, hopefully at 8 o'clock. So hopefully see you all there.
Awesome. And as many of you know, we also accept donations to the beer tab. So what better way to network, connect, and meet friends than to buy someone a drink? So if you want to donate to the beer tab, just e-transfer to cheers@startuptnt.com.
I know I'm going to be doing that. Anyone else in the crowd, they're going to be doing that? Jesse, of course.
I know I'm going to be donating as well. Anybody else?
Come on, we got 3 donations. Come on, one more, at least one more. Oh, hey, Richard. Oh, Larry, yes.
All right, and this is a unique one for us tonight. We have a portfolio company. Actually, Jessica is here tonight. Memory Keeper has been working on this great platform to integrate more sharing into social events. So everybody take out your phones right now, scan this QR code. I'll get out of the way. Scan that QR code. What that'll do is send you to our special Memory Keeper for this event here tonight. Throughout the event, if you're taking photos, videos, you can do audio recordings and talk about how much fun you're having. Load that into our Memory Keeper, and we'll be able to share that on our social media, on our website, and everywhere else to just keep fond memories of tonight.
Awesome. And so with that, let's get the pitches going. All right, so the pitches are going to happen in blocks of 3 or 4. And for the first block, I'd like to call up to the stage Avery Vold from Innovation SaaS. She's going to be introducing the first block of companies. Come on up, Avery. Everyone give her a round of applause.
Our boss, Avery Vold. Got a mic for you over there.
Hi, everybody.
Awesome, Avery. It is so great to have you here tonight. This feels a little bit weird on the other side, talking to you about Innovation SaaS. I know I could talk about it all day, but I don't work for you anymore. So why don't you tell us a little bit about Innovation SaaS?
Sure thing. So for those who don't know, Innovation Saskatchewan is the province's single innovation agency. And our 2, big purposes for existing is 1, helping grow the province's tech sector, and the second is helping the commercialization of research. However, I feel like folks in the room probably want to know how we support the tech sector. So we do that in a number of ways. We own and operate 2 research and technology parks, one here in Regina, which, we like to create very collaborative spaces and accessible spaces for startup companies. We also have an angel investment tax credit, which I'm sure most of you are aware of, the Saskatchewan Technology Startup Incentive, or STSI for short. We have procurement programs to support procurement between local tech companies and government. We have research and development grant programs as well. Am I missing anything, Mike? He would know.
I don't know. I think you covered a lot.
Partners like Startup TNT and others likely in this room. So we're here to help Pathfind. You just reach out to us and we're happy to be there.
The Innovation SaaS is a huge part of making Startup TNT possible. So we are very appreciative. I know I am. Avery, who do we have coming up for our first pitch?
Sure thing. So we have Fred with CreditGurus. Am I correct? Oh, all right. So please welcome Fred to the stage.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Fred, founder of CreditGurus, Canada's first free online credit improvement platform. Every month, more than 1.5 million Canadians go applying for credit, according to TransUnion, the credit bureau people. And over 800,000 of those people have subprime or near prime credit scores. Scores are decreasing and the cost of customer acquisition is increasing. So that means that the banks that are hungry for these customers are working harder and harder in a hyper-competitive environment to bring these people on board. Now imagine you're caught up in that situation. Let's say you got some bad credit. It's an incredibly dehumanizing process. Apply, rejected, apply, rejected, every time lowering your credit score. I think we skipped one. Oh, no, go ahead. Thank you. So CreditGurus is Canada's first free platform where users can improve their credit for free. That's right, just click. You can improve your credit with a single click. That's what CreditGurus was designed for. So why did we create CreditGurus now? Well, in 2021, we predicted a change in the consumer credit cycle. Fast forward today, inflation is rising, insolvency is up 23%. And quite frankly, Canadians are drowning in credit. So let's take a look at those 800,000 people. That represents $128 million credit improvement market per month. And we're just looking to get a small piece of that to get started. How are we going to do that? 3 unique technologies. First one is our screen decisioning algorithm. Removes the human error from the equation. Now a customer can get their application analyzed by our algorithm and get their best path predicted forward. Our Simplicity app, easy to use, makes credit easy to understand. And last is our CreditGurus Connection Hub. So when somebody's ready or needs something, they're able to connect to the partners, products, services, and experts they need with a single click. What's our traction? Well, we're at the table with about 4 big companies to get started. Our goal right now is our platform's ready, and we're looking to acquire as many applications as possible. We're really proud to announce that we signed an NDA today with a large loan company that has the ability to send us over 20,000 applications per month. Thank you. So simply, how does it work? Well, lenders, retailers, marketing channels, those types of people that are working on credit applications, they send it to us. We work with the client, and then they connect through the CreditGurus Hub to some of our partners like Neo, Loans Canada, Credit Care, Consolidated Credit. Our competition, we are the perfect combination of affordability and online transaction. How does our business model work? Remember that free stuff? It's hard to make business when you're hard to make money when you're doing things for free. However, we looked at our business model and we said, hey, who benefits the most? Quite frankly, it's the people from credit reporting companies, secured credit cards, mortgages, auto loans, products and services that people need to get restarted again. Our projections, raising $300,000 in an angel round to grow our team, to process 5,000 successful transactions through our credit improvement hub, to execute some of our grants, and to IP protect the company. Our team sees the results that they help with Canadians every day. And we're really proud to say that.
Fred, sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off right there. Avery, can you come back on stage to introduce our next company?
Okay, I didn't do a very good job introducing Fred, so I want to do this better going forward. So CreditGurus provides a safe, free online haven for people to resolve their credit issues. So next we're going to have Cubbi, who's going to be joining virtually, and that's Dawson. And Cubbi's a food service delivery platform connecting employees to local chefs for fresh, affordable meals at home. or at work, sorry. And they optimize kitchen downtime citywide, offering gourmet meals for between $8 to $12 with no delivery fees, tips, or minimum orders. So take it away.
Hey everyone, I think I'm good. Maybe if I could just get a note in the chat if everything's working right. Looks okay. Cool. Okay, well, yeah, I think you guys should be able to see my screen here. I'm just gonna wait for that just to disappear and then I can share.
Yeah, we can see it, Dawson.
Perfect. Cool. Well, oh, that should be the wrong screen. You know what? I'm just gonna go from here. Sorry, you guys. Cool. Just gonna go from here. Thank you everyone for making the time. Really excited about this. Yeah, so my name is Dawson Orsh. I'm the founder and CEO of Cubbi. We're on a mission to revolutionize the food services community for a $48 billion corporate lunch market. Companies all around the world right now are trying to bring their staff back to work, and this is the perfect time where everyone is rethinking the corporate experience or the employee experience at work. So 60% of businesses are bringing their staff back to work. There's a lot of companies making investments into health and well-being programs, and food is one of the best ways to take care of staff. The problem is, though, that providing food services is really challenging for a lot of businesses. So there's the on-site kitchen route, which is expensive. Only 1% of companies could do it. There's the corporate catering, which is really an administrative burden. It's not meant for the daily delivery. And then there's traditional food service delivery platforms like Uber Eats and DoorDash and so on. But they're meant for residential consumers. They're more expensive than restaurant prices, and there's a really clunky delivery system into businesses. And there's no way for a lot of these businesses to integrate with these platforms to provide their teams with food. And so that's where Cubbi comes in. So Cubbi is a food service platform for the workplace. It's a subscription-based service. The business pays a subscription. We put our pickup pod into the business, and from there we connect them to a local or a network of local offsite vendors. There's three pieces of the ecosystem. So there's a food pod, again, that goes into the business. It's a subscription-based service. From there, staff are able to download our mobile app and order from their favorite meals from local chefs. And then again, we have a curated network of local kitchens. One of the coolest things about it is we have about 100 businesses in Saskatoon on the platform, about 5,000 customers in Saskatoon. We aggregate all the demand from these employees in the evenings, and we go to these local restaurants after they're done producing for the day. So 8, 9, 10, 11 p.m., their fixed costs are already covered in their normal operations, and they're able to produce in bulk and get economies of scale. So because of that, they give us around 30 to 40% off restaurant prices. So yeah, again, kind of summarizing the gear, the pod goes into the business, staff download a mobile app. The meals are produced in the evenings by these restaurants. They're delivered into the pods. And then from there, staff are able to grab their meal whenever it's most convenient. Here's just a real quick example of just, how much value we're able to provide to these employees. So you look at an in-store meal, $18, it's more expensive on these other delivery platforms. We can save, sometimes customers 30, 40, 50% off these meals. Here's some of our customers. So, Deloitte, Scotiabank. So we're in Saskatoon and Calgary. Deloitte, Scotiabank, EY, Nutrien. Even manufacturing plants like Case New Holland and so on. A lot of brands you guys would probably recognize here. It's over 150 businesses between Saskatoon and Calgary. Just pause there. Yeah. So our revenue model, we make $500 a month on the subscription. We make about 18% on the food. So yeah, that $11.95 a meal for butter chicken, we still make about $1.50, $2 on that meal. Our CAC payback is 4.7 months. We do typically outbound sales, 122% net dollar retention. So we're able to acquire these businesses and upsell them with credit packages. Revenue, we've grown 735% just this year. We're compounding 25% month over month. So we're just at about 60,000 in MRR. We do another 60,000 per month in food sales on top of that. But when we look at it, it's a subscription-based business. We're quite effective on our burn, 1.1 burn multiple, 95% retention rate, strong unit economics. So right now, we built our product, we're starting to scale. We've just secured some non-dilutive government financing to help scale into Regina, so our third city, and we're just positioning ourselves for our Series A. We're offering, and so took this from another slide. We're offering we're raising $500,000 to support this scale-up project. It's convertible debt. 10% discount rate, 50% discount to the Series A, and an $8 million valuation cap. So again, I think we're going to be in a real good spot going into our Series A. We're looking for additional capital to support this round. We've got 300,000 committed. So yeah, looking for another 2. We're willing to go up to $1 million. So quick overview, but thanks for the time and really appreciate it and the accommodation for us being able to tune in remotely.
All right, so next up we have Christopher with StimulIZ Digital, and StimulIZ is creating a secure digital identity solution using blockchain, AI, ML, and self-governing principles verified and approved by authorities. This identity serves legal ID for individual and customer ID for entities. Additionally, they offer its services for digital transformation, cybersecurity, and workflow automation. So let's give a round of applause for Christopher.
Hello, I'm Christopher. I'm the founder of StimulIZ Digital. The concept of proving identity has changed over time. In the past, humans have used material-based and object-based identities. And in the past century, people have used papers and plastic-based identities. And now we are using a digital format of storing identity information. The problem with the digital identities are the fundamental way how they are created, right? Using a username or a login ID, email ID as a basis for creating user identity has resulted in creating redundancies in the system, which causes time and money for the businesses to manage it and causes end users to create even duplicate identities for themselves, like creating duplicate email IDs and so on. And how the privacy information is stored and shared for various purposes is also creating concern. End users does not know how it is stored, how much of information they are sharing by the current system or what's in place. And that's causing more trouble for end user and as well as business spend time and money in building their records management system, how various business process where they handle PII, they have to store it securely. That's causing a big risk for the businesses. And even for the business side, since they are creating identities which is specifically catering to their unique business need, it's a centralized format, which is again not in a way that it caters to the entire audience in a broader sense. So given that problem in hand, what we have developed is a digital identity ecosystem that proves the person, the end user, to have one identity which can prove their identity across all these services that they have to avail with various business services or even including government services. So this bridges the gap between the end user and the business, and it allows the privacy information to be securely controlled by the end user, and they can share only the information digitally to the businesses who is requesting for that information. And it's in a decentralized format, so no one company is holding that identification system. Even if the end user is with one business, and if they choose to move to a different business, still their identity and personal information stays with them. And the solution includes not storing a physical photograph of the person or physically naming the person's name in that identification. It's all encrypted, secured, so that it gets shared between the technology, right? The people need not mention their name or mention any information written over the screen where people can read it. So it's exchanged between the system so that the verifier knows that, yeah, they have received the information which is validated according to their business need, and they're good to proceed with providing further services for the customer. So given that nature, we are able to cover across various market segments, and that enables a big market opportunity for this product. And no competitors in the market right now offers these unique differentiation, which is non-duplication and validating consent with the customers for every privacy interaction with them.
So sorry, Christopher, we're going to have to cut you off right there. That's about 3:30.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's give it up for the big round of
Yeah.
applause for our first block of pitches. And big thanks to Avery Evolve from Innovation SaaS for introducing the companies.
Amazing. Thanks you very much, Avery. For the second block of the evening.
Sorry, just before we start the second block, we just got to fix one technical detail. Okay.
I think we'll have to move on anyways. All right. Okay. Into our second block of pitches here. For the second block of the evening, we have Larry Anderson joining us from Chess Club for another amazing TNT national level sponsor. Come on up, Larry.
Am I allowed to sing up here?
You can do whatever you like with your sponsor's time. Larry,
Okay, well, in that
why don't
case,
you either sing or tell us a little bit about Chess Club?
I'll do you both. I'm just joking. So Chess Club is a creative agency located in Saskatchewan. We specialize in government contracts, and that's kind of our bread and butter. But our passion is the startup community. We love the drive and the energy and the addiction to caffeine like ourselves.
Amazing, amazing. So Larry, who do we have coming up next?
We have the coolest little baddie named Hattie coming up here. He's going to tell us about Alto. I'm not going to explain it. He's going to explain it in 3 minutes. Take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hattie the Baddie, I guess. But before that, I'm actually the co-founder and CEO at Alto, where we're reshaping outpatient care delivery system. There you go. Did you know in Canada, more than 92% of the hospital beds are taken right now, and more than half of those individuals are 85 and older? Last year, we spent more than $81 billion just to run the hospitals. And on average, it costs us $7,800 for someone to go in or out of the hospital. Now with Canada having the 5th lowest number of hospital beds per capita between the OECD nations and our growing older adult population, this challenge is just going to get worse and worse. Now hospitals have been trying to implement what they call an outpatient program, or to move the patient out of the hospital. But it's been very difficult to do so for 3 main reasons. The solutions out there are extremely fragmented. There's a lot of players that needs to come to place. Number 2, lack of human resources to provide that care at home. And number 3 is the fact that the family members end up providing those additional support. This is why Alto comes into place. Alto brings all those moving parts into one location where the primary focus is the patient. Our home health management software not only provides all the tools to manage all aspects of care at home, we also provide the fund and the payroll system. At the same time, in Canada, we're the only platform right now that the family members and hospitals can actually book home care in 20 minutes or less. We're also implementing our EHR system where we can actually provide live data for that patient receiving care at home. We launched our platform in June of 2022. Last year, we made $75,000. This year, so far, year to date, we surpassed $500,000 in revenue, 22,000 hours of home care provided, and we're growing on average of 44% right now. And that's just the beginning for us. The outpatient care market is worth over $1.3 trillion, and it's growing 4.8% year over year. And if anyone can capitalize on this, is us. I come with more than 15 years of experience working with C-suite level executives. Previously, I was an executive director with the largest retirement home management company in Canada and US. And my business partner, Dr. Rob Bassi, an internal medicine specialist with 2 health authorities, who's currently the head of clinical care for Saskatchewan, where his sole responsibility is to move patients out of the hospital. And our CTO, Blair Kelsey, he was one of the original developers with Skip the Dishes, which got acquired for $220 million. We're Alto, and we're the future of outpatient care.
Hi, I'm new to public speaking, so I have these papers to hopefully help me keep this seamless. My name's Melina. I'm the founder of Modern Maids. With 15 years of industry experience, I've witnessed its transformation firsthand. My journey began at 18 when I started a solo cleaning venture. 5 years later, my sister joined me, and we hired our first 2 part-time employees. After working alongside me for 5 years, she amicably left, leaving us in a strong position. This is when Modern Maids was born. In the last 5 years, I've achieved significant growth. We now have 12 employees supporting 3 to 4 daily crews. We service over 150 regular residential clients with three small commercial clients. Whew. Our revenue has shown remarkable growth. In 5 years, we're on the verge of reaching our $1 million gross revenue milestone, with the past 2 years alone creating $400,000 each year. With your support, we aim to take Modern Maids to even greater heights. Building on this journey, my friend and I conceived an innovative idea, the Uber of cleaning apps. This app concept addresses common challenges for small cleaning contractors, such as struggling with marketing, exposure, and a hard time finding long-term employees. Many clients struggle to find trusted professionals and are tired of going through the hassle of vetting cleaning companies over and over again. This app would create a seamless platform to connect professional cleaners with homeowners. In Saskatchewan, the market size right now approaches $118 million. On a national scale, Canada's cleaning industry generates nearly $1.8 billion with an expected annual growth of 3.8% per year over the next 7 years. There are 2,568 cleaning companies with only one main competitor that I've been able to identify so far. This indicates a substantial untapped market. Our new app's primary aim is to bridge the gap between experienced cleaners and homeowners seeking trustworthy and convenient services. Much like the success of food delivery apps, we believe this app can revolutionize the cleaning industry. This app will offer a seamless onboarding process for cleaners, incorporating rigorous background checks and insurance certification to ensure safety and trust. Our goal is to empower individuals to be self-employed without the complexity of starting their own cleaning company. Students, single parents, and those seeking more flexible work arrangements can benefit greatly from this platform. On the homeowner side, this app offers user-friendly features like search and filter options, scheduling, in-app chat with cleaners, secure payments, and a rating and review system. Our competitive pricing model takes only 15% of each cleaning cost, with the cleaners retaining 85%. We will also offer a 3-tiered pricing subscription, basic, premium, and platinum. Our marketing and growth strategy includes partnerships with cleaning product companies, attractive referral programs, promotions, and compelling social media campaigns. This app is in its early stages, much like Modern Maids once was. With my drive and determination, I got Modern Maids to where it is today. Right now, we're actively seeking the right connections for expertise, funding, and development acceleration. Thank you for your time today. I'm honored to share my vision with all of you. Together, we can create a transformative solution in the cleaning industry. Thank you.
Where's the clicker? Oh.
Hello, everyone. By the end of this pitch, I hope you will be just as passionate about spending time outdoors exploring with your family as I am. I'm Anna Kamang, and I'm here to share with you my business, TrailCollectiv, a community-built hiking-based platform for families that engages users across North America and beyond, all with the sole purpose of creating memories in the great outdoors. I needed to get outside with my family. I found that it improved my mental health, it helped us build a stronger family connection, and kept us all physically healthy. But I struggled to find information, community, and inspiration specifically for families. My quest for taking my family outside has been contagious. Over 40,000 families have been inspired by our adventures, the hiking guidebook I published, and the TrailCollectiv app. And the best part is that these families are experiencing similar benefits as I am. But one of my favorite memories was taking my nephew in that bottom photo there on a hike and seeing not only him thrive in the outdoors, but also seeing my sister-in-law be empowered for the potential within her own family. This has not been an overnight journey for me. I have been building this idea into a business for the past decade, combining my passion for adventure with a drive to create something meaningful. I've had the opportunity to collaborate with industry leaders, big thinkers, and champions of tech in the prairies. And now we have a fully deployed app with customers paying $29.99 a year, 75 ambassadors across North America, and a team of technical leaders. Just like when I hiked to the base camp Mount Everest, this journey has taken me up and down the sides of the mountain, all while suffering from oxygen deprivation and crazy weather patterns. With that climb, it's left me stronger than possible, proving that TrailCollectiv was an idea worth pursuing. I've had to do this in a very unconventional, bootstrap, scrappy, and rocky way. To add even more color to the Rocky Mountain journey, we have built, launched, tested, and grew over 300% in the first year. With our hike to base camp behind us, now we're chasing the summit. Meet the expedition team that is going to take us to the next level. And we are ready for some gear upgrades. With the infusion of capital, we can take this from 7,000 to 70,000 downloads in a fast clip by focusing on targeted location growth. And families, they are eager more than ever to get outside. The post-pandemic world is primed for family adventure, travel, and time away from screens. We are asking for $500,000 of investment to take this to the next level. And so together, if you join the TrailCollectiv adventure, we can scale our revenue and we can scale our positive impact on families. Thank you.
All right, let's give it up for the second round of pitches that we had tonight. Well, Mike, wasn't that amazing?
That was amazing.
Well, for the third block of pitches tonight, we have Kate Wah from the SK Startup Institute. A lot of enthusiasm there. Come on up, Kate.
Thank you.
Kate, nice to see you here.
Likewise.
A Regina SK Startup Institute employee here. For anybody in the room who needs help getting started with their business, Kate, why don't you tell us what SK Startup Institute is all about?
You kind of said it there, but yes, we are initially, we're, I guess, basically here to help any Saskatchewan entrepreneur with those initial startup steps. We get a lot of clients coming in asking, where do I even begin? So I have that really rewarding job of assisting them, providing them resources, coming to you with some retail experience of having a houseplant shop in here, Regina. So knowing that I've had that roller coaster ride of being a business owner, I'm able to share that experience with fellow entrepreneurs in Saskatchewan.
Fantastic. Entrepreneurs in the crowd, you know who to talk to. Kate, who do we have coming up next?
First up, we have Kelly Prop with Immigrate Software. So I'll let her take it away.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say that I accidentally submitted my long deck, so I'm going to crush through these 20 slides together. So I'm Kelly Prop. I'm CEO and co-founder of Immigrate. So first of all, imagine that you are a Canadian business owner. You're struggling with labor instability, labor shortages, and the only way you can cope is to simply work more. There's constant change. There's a lot of competition for workers, and 40% of Canadian companies across all industries suffer from labor shortages. This is where we come in. We're the solution. We have created an end-to-end solution for Canadian companies suffering from labor shortages. We help them recruit and handle all their immigration applications from the approval right down to arrival of their workers. We're making it a one-click solution. No more complicated spreadsheets that are never updated. No more confusing email chains. We have a safe, secure place for you to store all your data. It's available on your phone and you can access it anywhere, anytime. Our market opportunity is amazing. Right now, we have 30,000 jobs available for people in Canada. We target specifically underrepresented groups, Aboriginals, newcomers, and underemployed Canadians. We also market these jobs to groups internationally. This way, we can help Canadian companies with short-term and long-term solutions. The proof is in our numbers. Canadian immigration industry is an $18 billion industry, and we have lots of room to grow. So our customers are our biggest advocates. We have companies in restaurants all over throughout Canada. Our technology is helping Canadian companies nationwide navigate immigration. And here's a case study that we did with the McMurray Group. We helped this large company recruit 200 workers, process over 200 applications in 6 months. We kept their 43 locations profitable and open. And we were only able to dedicate a few people to this project. We have recurring revenue, and we're launching new MRR and ARR services in the new year. Since we launched our new platform, we have been growing year over year with 100% growth. Since 2018, we have grown. This year, we hit $2.9 million in revenue, and we're looking to double next year. And we slimmed down for profitability. Our new platform is significantly more efficient. We are now EBITDA positive, and we are working on long-term profitability solutions. We have good, solid corporate structure, and our use of proceeds will help grow our 3 revenue streams. We are STSI approved. We have a solid 2-year roadmap, and we have a great, solid, diverse team with hundreds of experts in Canada able to help people. A board of directors, a solid sales team. So let's make immigration simple together. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Kelly. I have the pleasure of dealing with lots of newcomers on the regular basis. So, being able to help them kind of set up their home in a whole new country and utilizing your company, I think would be really beneficial. Next up, I have Adil with BemS, and welcome to the stage, Adil. Take it away.
Perfect.
Does anybody know what BemS stands for? Well, you'll find out. Hey, my name is Adil Atik, and I am the founder of BemS. So basically, my current background is in computer science and in business, and I have had the opportunity to play a huge role in the energy industry, where I've been fortunate enough to be a data analyst and a business analyst. So my job has been mostly related to adding value to businesses through technology, whether it's reporting or whether it's analytics part of things. So I moved to Saskatoon for about 5 months ago-ish, and I had my car service due, and I've been looking, and I found out that going through a dealership is quite expensive since my car is out of warranty. So it would cost me a lot. And now going through just swifting through a lot of Google reviews, checking local mechanics was quite a hassle. Calling them and checking their availability took quite a long time. So how many of you guys own a car but don't require for the dealership to go maintain? So there is quite a handful of you, which I'm probably sure you guys have witnessed some of the issues that I'm just going to highlight here. So finding a reliable mechanic is extremely difficult. Uncertainty about their availability and pricing, and not being able to book online for your regular maintenance. Now, BemS is taking an approach that we're creating a marketplace where we can host users to find the services that they need with the mechanicals vendor shops that are looking to increase their sales or fill their sales target. So how we're going to do that is we're going to provide a platform to check your regular maintenance right on your phone, and be able to check the availability and book right from your phone, from your mobile device, get the best pricing while staying in your budget, and you can track all your progress along the way. So how we're going to do that is you're going to pick up your phone, you're going to select a vendor of your choice, depending on the criteria you have set up. Then you're going to pick the time available and pay for that service that you're looking for. And with all that, you're going to track the progress and get a notification right before your service due. So we're trying to create we're trying to take the traditional market and expand it and accessible to each person that has a mobile phone. So we're centered around mobile experiences, which is going to help us put all the records and your maintenance records and your car history at one place. And if you do decide to sell a car, you'll be able to export that report and give it to someone who's using it. You'll get top deals. You'll get live quotes from the vendors right on your phone, and you'll be keeping up to date with car tips and manufacturer bulletins for your specific car. How we're going to do that, achieve that kind of platform is we're going to we have developed a demo, and we're going to acquire beta users for both our mechanical side and both our customers. And we're hoping to develop this application by the end of this year, and start the application by the end of this year and launch it by the next year and test our beta users with that application. This is
Sorry, Adil, I'm gonna have to cut you off there. That's 3:30. Kate, who do we have up next?
Okay, thanks, Adil. I feel like you're going to save a lot of dads from getting that phone call from their daughters, trying to describe that car noise that it's making. I don't know if you guys have done that before, but I'd be looking forward to using that app. Next up, we have Ian Cameron with MyBuy. I don't know if you guys have purchased anything, used online marketplace. Frustrating experience, but I think this man might have the solution. So welcome, Ian.
Thank you. Clicker. Awesome. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ian Cameron, and I am one of the co-founders of MyBuy. So quick question before we get started here. How many of you have searched an online marketplace in the last 90 days? Quick show of hands. Oh, that's outstanding. Me too. Okay, I am actually one of those people. And this was our first attempt at advertising. This is my son who's sitting over there, one of his project cars in my driveway.
and we had to search for parts online. It was a painful experience, trust me. So since you guys know what that's like, you know that there are a lot of choices out there. There are over 30 logos on this slide, and if I'd have been able to have animation, it was really cool. But you get the idea, okay? When you're looking for stuff, sometimes it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sometimes you get a good deal, sometimes you don't. So when you're looking for a needle in a haystack, what do you need? A magnet. That's where MyBuy comes in. MyBuy is a search aggregator. It brings the data from all the used goods marketplaces into a single search pane. Okay, just like Expedia did for flight data, okay, and Trivago did for hotel data, MyBuy is doing it for used goods. All right. Right now, the used goods market is about $100 billion a year with growth of 60% year over year and about 300 million searches a month. That is a lot of people looking for stuff. So how do we capitalize on that? Well, right now, most of the players in the space are focused on getting listings, right? Or they're focused on advertising. We're going to flip that on its head, and we're looking after the buyer, people who are looking for things. Okay, so we've got 3 revenue streams that are going to support that. The first one is subscription. Now, I learned a new word today. That's actually called freemium. So if you're learning a new word with me today, we're all growing together. So freemium is our free search is out there. It's up and running. mybuysearch.com. Check us out. Give us some feedback. We'd love to have it. All right. But for premium services, there'll be a small subscription fee. So freemium. I learned that today. So I'll change that on my next slide. Anyway, partnerships. We're an Amazon store. We're an eBay store. We're going to keep expanding on that. So every time people help people find things, we also get paid. Good. The last one, of course, is bread and butter advertising on the page and in the search results. So what does that look like for us for revenue? Even though we're early on, it's going to grow to about 60 million a year within 5 years because it's a big market. And with those 3 revenue streams, it's very strong. So where are we today? Okay, as I said, mybuysearch.com is up and running. It's the free version. We've had it out for a little while to get some feedback, iron out some kinks. We've got our advertisers lined up and ready to go. We've got our partnerships in place, our subscriptions working. We are essentially ready to go. We're at that point. So what's next for us? We're putting together a marketing plan, and we want to finish up some features in release 1.0. We've already been pre-approved for the Google Play Store, so we're just ready to push upload and go once we're solid. And at that point, it's just screens and searches, right? That's where we got to get to. And that's where you guys come in to help us get over that next hump. We've got a cool tech. Took us a long time to get here, get the tech working, but we're there. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, come see me.
All right, let's give a big hand for our third block of pitches and a round of applause as well for Kate from Saskatchewan Startup Institute for saying a few words and doing the intros.
All right, and now we are just about to go for our intermission. We're at our halfway mark. We got a special treat for all of you tonight. Here from Saskatoon to pump up the crowd, the one and only Jesse Wee.
TNT Top 20. Love it. Love it. What a great show. Give it up for Mike and Assad taking on the show. I was thinking last night, this is the first time in 2 years I've been doing these top 20 nights that before this night, I wasn't like worried or anything because I didn't have to like do my speech or like prep notes or anything. I was just like, show up, have a good time, have fun, make friends so we can build some great companies. Holy crap. What a great thing you've taken here. I was going to say, it's so rewarding. And I think a lot of the entrepreneurs in this room will understand this. When you build something and you build other people onto your team and you see them kind of running with it and you can kind of trust them and they can do it. And I think one of the people here in this room that we need to thank for having to help us build this community and make it what it is today. And there's so many people running with it here today. I want to thank and bring on the stage Doug Zielinski from PriceScan. So before I ask that a quick question, who here in the room has received funding or works for an organization that's received funding or has somehow benefited from PriceScan funding? So you all should put your hands up because Startup TNT is funded by PriceScan. So yeah. Right. So thank you, Doug. How are you feeling tonight after seeing all these pitches and seeing what's going on here in the SK Tech community?
Well, Jesse, I'm freaking thrilled to be here tonight. I am so pleased, so happy. I'm pumped when I'm in a room full of really smart, brilliant people, founders like yourselves, entrepreneurs like yourself. And I'm really glad to be up here on the stage with the TNT guys. You guys are impressive, always been a fan. And I wish I could speak as loud as you.
I know they give me a mic on top of my loud voice. So for those that don't know, real quick, I think it's important to quickly run through what is PraisCan kind of doing in the startup innovation space. What is supports that are available for some of the founders here in the room?
Okay, well, thanks for the softball, Jesse. I'll just give you a sort of a brief overview. Currently, PraisCan has about $500 million under management. That goes through all of our programming. Half of that is in the innovation ecosystem. And then you carve out another half, and that's invested directly into companies. So as an example, tonight here, we have a few companies who have received funding, which totals close to, well, it's over 4 million.
Give it up for that. $4 million to the companies. That's actually more than we've invested in Saskatchewan so far.
Well, you guys will catch up. And there are, I'm not going to name names, but there are some other companies in here that we're talking to right now at this moment, and we hope to be able to be partners with them. And from what I've seen so far tonight, love to be a partner with some of them.
Awesome. So yeah, we're going to head into the break now. Let's give it a little more time for Doug Zielinski here with PraisCan for making so much of this possible here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm with the government. We're here to help. Call me anytime. That's my standard.
He's serious about that too. He actually will take that call. So yeah, come around, have some pizza, have some drinks. Let's have a good time, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, I think. Yeah,
That's right. 10 minutes for the break. Remember, no drinking in the hallway. Otherwise, have fun.
Yeah.
You can grab a drink, grab 2 drinks, and bring them back for the wait next time.
Yeah.
Thank you, TNT.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doug.
That's great.
Awesome.
Because I think with no lights on the stage, it's dark. Yeah. So which We go on 2 minutes. 2 minutes, we're going to start. Right, everyone, we want to get going. Everyone, please take your seats. We're going to start right away. All right, we're going to start with our fourth block of pitches for the night. Well, Mike, well, everyone, welcome back from the intermission. Mike, welcome back. I almost saw someone take a sip of their drink in the hallway, but I won't name any names. So everyone, welcome back. Glad you all enjoying the evening. We're going to be off. We're into the home stretch. Just 3 more blocks left to go. I just want to mention that before we call up Madeline here for the pitch. No, sorry, for the intro for the pitch. We've already got one other person making a contribution for the beer tap tonight. That's Sherry Bizzle's already submitted her contribution. So everyone give it up to Sherry. And anyone else who wants to make a contribution, go ahead. All right. So to carry on for the fourth block for tonight, we have Madeline Bates, from McKercher. Come on up.
Awesome. For anybody in the Saskatchewan tech scene who knows McKercher, they know that Joe Gill is looking a little bit different tonight. Madeline, thanks for joining us as a representative for McKercher in Regina. Madeline, why don't you tell us a little bit about McKercher and what you do?
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I'm actually an articling student at McKercher, so yeah, pre-lawyer, I guess. But yeah, so McKercher is a law firm with offices in Regina and Saskatoon, and they have a team that's really passionate about empowering startups and bringing ideas to life and working with them as they continue to grow and scale. And I'm really excited to be here to introduce 3 of the top 20 startups presenting this evening.
That is amazing. I know McKercher is a very important partner and sponsor of ours. So thank you so much for joining us and taking on the mantle. Madeline, who do we have coming up next?
Yeah, so our next founder has a solution that really speaks to me as someone in the legal field. And so let's give a big welcome to Kimberly Bennett from Fidu Legal, who I believe is virtual.
Yes, it's going to be virtual. Let's give it up for Fidu.
Hello, you could see my slide. All right, everyone. Good evening. My name is Kimberly Bennett, co-founder of Fidu, and we are ending billable hour for good in the $1 trillion legal industry. Now, first, let me say, sorry that we're not there, but we have been for the last couple of days in Nashville at the Clio Cloud Conference, which is the largest conference for solo and small lawyers. 2,500 people were in attendance. And there we were able to close and track 265 leads, really elevate and activate 95 brand ambassadors, sign up 19 trial, and those are still ongoing, and present on 2 Fidu and subscription presentations. During this time, we met with thousands of lawyers, and we know in North America alone, there are over 460 solo and small law firms that understand that 44% of their work is going to be automated by AI. That 65% of their revenue will not go over $200,000 a year. That 46% of them experience a range of mental health issues, and 77% of clients, even with all that, still have unserved legal needs. The problem is how law firms price their services is broken. Clients hate it, lawyers hate it, but there's a better way to serve clients. Enter subscriptions. Today, over 78,000 law firms sell subscriptions, and that's going to be rapidly accelerated by AI. And why do they do this? To increase profit margins, to accelerate productivity, to increase capacity, and to serve more clients. And by 2026, 64% of lawyers and law firms will be offering subscriptions. But to date, no industry solution provides a subscription infrastructure. They all focus on time, they're built for one-to-one, and they silo the impact of AI and automation. But enter Fidu. We are the complete SaaS for law firm solution, grounded in my framework that I've developed for over 10 years, and I've been a 15-year practicing attorney. We've developed a client portal plus the entire back of house to drive the infrastructure of a SaaS law firm. And that means we allow law firms for $99 a month plus $29 per seat to activate this entire experience. And we have expansion opportunities with AI, tiered pricing, payments, and more. The revenue opportunity is massive in this market. And today we're starting with subscription solo and small law firms, which represents $700 million of opportunity that's going to grow to $2.8 billion by 2026. And we know professional services is down that line as well. We're starting with solo and small law firms because they're fast adopters. They lead innovation in legal, and they represent 95% of this market. We have a clear path to $100 million in ARR by 2028 with solo and small law firms. In legal, first movers win. The first cloud practice management software was Clio, and today they're over 100 million ARR. The first cloud document management for legal, Net Documents, they're over 100 million ARR. Their first legal generative AI, Casetext, acquired for $650 million, and I'm a proud advisor of that company. And now, today, the first to subscription legal services is Fidu, and will be by 2028, 100 million ARR. We are the founding team to do it. We understand the industry. Blaine and I have the team to do it, and we are going to take this to the next level. We're raising $800 USD. Let's end the billable hour together. We'll use this money to get 24 months of runway, optimize pricing and packaging, expand our team, and really grow to dominate this market. Thank you.
Okay, so having recently been out of the workforce for 3 years, going back to school, I have learned to appreciate payday more than ever. And this next founder is reducing the hassles associated with payment with their startup. So let's give a big welcome to Mohammed with Remunify.ca.
Right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mohammed, and today I am here to pitch Remunify.ca that will break the barriers for freelancers. Those are underserved. So let's focus on the problem first. So the problem we are saying is uneven payment solution availability is limiting the work scope for the freelancers. What happens is there are 30% dropout on the freelancers just because of uneven payment collection. And whenever they work for the client and they want to collect the payment, if you look at this diagram, For example, if a freelancer is working in the developing country where they don't have the access to the PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App due to the regulatory process. So they somehow manage their work using social media or personal referrals and submit the work to the client. And when it comes to payment, the client wants to pay using the available payment channel he has in North America, most likely PayPal or any kind of e-transfer. But the problem is when the freelancer, he does not have this kind of payment availability. So due to this one, they go to find out different kind of solutions. Like, due to this one, they go to try to find out different kinds of solutions, like local unlawful dollar exchange sites. And also they try to go to different companies to collect their payment. Due to this, they lose their identity of being freelancer or being self-independent. So you can imagine, just because of this, just because of the absence of this, you cannot get into this market. The client is moving away to the different clients, the different freelancers. So what we propose, we ask the freelancers to get registered in our Remunify, and we enable the aggregator, payment aggregator for them. So this will be the one-stop solution for the freelancers to collect any kind of payment they want, and they can pay more time to explore more clients and more opportunities in the market. So whenever the client wants to pay, they can just say, we have everything ready. You can pay me in whatever the way you want using this Remunify. We pass their payment to them. So you can easily understand, you work hard, and when it comes to payment and it's delayed, how it feels. So we want to break barrier for that one, and we want to enable the aggregator for that. And we definitely will remove this disconnection problem, and everything will be lightened up to the freelancers. So for that facilitation service, we ask less than 3% for the basic services. And we will be offering also premium services like accounting and bookkeeping, the small quick book for the freelancers. They will be collecting money from different payment channels, and they don't have the track for these payments. And they work for the clients, and they most likely don't keep the track of their work, and the work is not getting recognized. So what happens? We compile everything for them, and we give them a complete work experience. With this one, they can go to the different kind of markets, international market or immigration, or whatever the facilities they want to avail. They can easily demonstrate their skills and grab more clients for that. So our initial target market is the developing countries, or 28 developing countries who does not have access to this kind of payment e-transfer channels. And we'll be starting the work using the pilot area, which is Bangladesh. And we have around 1 million freelancers in there. And some will be 100K freelancers for them. We already developed the product, and it is in the beta version. The developers are working on it, and early adopters are giving the feedback. So we are the fast mover on that. Any kind of payment gateway, they always welcome the aggregator options. So you can always,
So sorry, I'm going to have to cut you off right there. So sorry.
All right.
If you have any questions for Mohammed, you can ask him
Thank you very much.
afterwards at the after party. Madeline, who is coming up next?
Okay, thank you, Mohammed. So our next founder is making the world a more colorful place with their startup. Let's welcome Richard Lewis from Paint Solutions International.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Richard Lewis, and I'm here tonight to speak to you about house painting. Usually the reaction is, oh, house painting. It's true. Painting your house can be tedious, it could be time consuming, and it can be messy. But we've identified the culprit, the paint tray. And you're probably wondering, well, why the paint tray? Well, paint trays need to be moved by hand. They need to be cleaned after use. They need to be wrapped in plastic if you're on a job site without water. They spill, they splatter, they make a mess, they damage surfaces. It needs to be clean. But don't worry, we have developed a brand new solution with 5 major attributes: mobility, maneuverability, portability, and storage, which leads to greater efficiency. What is it, you ask? Introducing, the paint caddy. a revolutionary new painting system that has wheels for mobility. It has steering mechanism. It's designed to hold 1 gallon of paint. It even carries your tools. And with the lid and base system, it can keep paint fresh with an airtight seal for up to 30 days. The benefits are tremendous. If you're a general contractor or you're a painting company, you can paint faster, less cleanup means more profit. If you're a do-it-yourselfer or homeowner, it means more peace of mind. Just close the caddy, walk away, come back in 2 days or 2 weeks. The global market for paint tools at the end of 2022 was $9.4 billion, with Asia, Europe, and North America projected to increase over the next 5 years. This is why we have filed trademarks, industrial design, and utility patents in 33 countries across the globe. Our largest consumer will be corporate consumers and painting companies, followed by males and a growing niche market of females. There was no lateral competition identified for this product, means we are first to market and we will have the first move advantage, which we will capitalize on traditional advertising coupled with digital marketing, and we will target the major retail hardware chains on land for distribution and Amazon and Alibaba online. We do have a pre-money valuation on our first year anniversary of over $14 million. And we were able to raise over $300,000 from friends and family. And we have interest from a major distributor and painting companies in Canada. Our projected financials show year-over-year growth for the first 3 years at a healthy 74% margin. So we are raising $3 million seed to accomplish all of this. My co-founder and business partner, Danny Plus, and I, with a combined experience of over 60 years in business management and general contracting, invite you to join us on this remarkable and exciting venture. Thank you. Danny. Okay, who gets this?
All right, let's give it up for that last round of pitches. That was amazing. All right, Mike, we're into our second last block. Up next, back again by popular demand, we have Jesse, who's actually going to do an introduction for CBRE.
Yeah.
Jesse, how are you?
I get to come back on stage, introduce some companies. This is a great time. I'm having so much fun here. I love it. Top 20 pitch night. It's a good time.
So Jesse, one thing we didn't get to ask you about earlier was your new role at Startup TNT.
Oh yeah, my new role. Yeah, so I'm the community development lead with Startup TNT, which means I am working on our expansion, both geographically. So we're expanding into BC very soon, which not only means we're going to have more investors coming from over there, investing in our great companies here. We're also going to be intermingling with the companies, and we're going to see some great networks coming out of there. I'm also going to be running our sector summit programs, which we're just going to have the Agri-Food Summit finale here in Regina on March 14th. Mark your calendars for that. It's going to be a great night. And I'm working on trying to get more great investment into these companies from our VC friends across the country. Because as you can see here tonight, there are so many incredible companies. We got a whole bunch more to pitch yet. And there's not nearly enough money to go around. And so I got to do some work to try to drive some more investment into Saskatchewan.
Awesome. Sounds amazing.
Awesome. So we have you up here again on the stage next. We had another very important sponsor of ours who couldn't make it out in person. And then they're not the only one. We've got some other very important sponsors and partners who couldn't make it out tonight. So Jesse, why don't you tell us a little bit about them?
Yeah, we obviously can't do it without Startup TNT is a nonprofit organization. It is investor led, but we all work here for the betterment of the mission. We're trying to build this community. We're trying to build up the tech sector across the prairies. And we can't do it without awesome folks like CBRE, who helps awesome companies find space in the city. I know they've helped Vendasta and Seven Ships up in Saskatoon. So check them out. They're just happy to talk about your space needs. We also have great friends over at MNP, I know Owen down here in Regina is always happy to chat. Has fractional CFO services and accounting, all kinds of really helpful things they can do there. Infinity Shred is another one that we really love. Dana McCall and his team over there with Andrew Kudell. Hope you get that money back from the government, right? As I said, capital is thin right now, so get that money wherever you can.
Amazing. Sounds great. So Jesse, who do we have next?
All right. Well, we're here in Regina, an awesome company. I got to go check out their facility earlier this year. Got to stand on one of the devices. They wouldn't let me drive it around, unfortunately, but I will maybe buy one day if they end up winning the summit. So let's give it up for Justin with LyteHorse Labs.
All right, I'm going to start off with a big thank you to Jesse and a bunch of the sponsors. LyteHorse has benefited from many of the sponsors that support Startup TNT, including Doug at PerCan and a few of the others. So today I'm here to show you the LyteHorse. We are LyteHorse Labs. We decided to innovate on mobile transportation. What we've developed is called the LyteHorse. It's a stand-up electric ATV. It changes the way that you move and get around. Instead of sitting down like a traditional ATV, you have the opportunity to stand. Most of the time you're out riding, you're out standing anyways. The on-off access makes it easy, accessible, and convenient for a lot of people. It's been developed as a high-end premium vehicle. We've invested extensively in domestic manufacturing. We support companies in Saskatoon and across Canada. Thus far, comparing to some of our competitors in the market, there are other electric vehicles. We are zero emissions, low maintenance, best in class in a lot of the attributes that are available out there. Some of the competitors in the market all range in similar price points and different feature sets. One of the big things that we have going for us when it comes to our market demand is the green applications. Government demand requirements across the board for countries globally are pushing for increased needs to convert to electric vehicles. We've got market segments across the board focusing on B2B along with B2C. We've got deployments in almost all of those right now, along with significant interest from all of those categories. Be happy to point out that policing is one of our biggest markets in terms of opportunity. Just last week, we delivered a vehicle down to Detroit for our first pilot program with actively deployed in the field for police. One of the biggest advantages is that center platform there gives police officers or enforcement the opportunity to stand and be the equivalent as riding on a horse, hence the name. This advantage of accessibility into the community is big for all of these applications. Right now, we are generating revenue through B2C consumer purchases. We're developing a battery division inside of our company. We build, develop, and design all of our own batteries. They're made here in Regina. And we're targeting B2B contracts through governments, LEOs, and military applications. Right now, we see market segments that are significantly growing and continue to grow. The demand on the consumer basis is a challenging one with some reluctance for EVs, but we've captured a large target audience in hunting and fishing and outdoor recreation. Along with that, deployments down to the southern border in the United States, DEA, border officials, things like that. We are launching pilot trials with a multitude of police departments. We have an opportunity to work with a large company called Vista Outdoors, launching in Florida. We've done over $1 million in sales. We are hoping to do another 1.3 million this year. We've raised about $8 million. We are more than just one thing, though. We've been innovating consistently since we started about 5 years ago. We have an electric trailer that's coming up. That's going to be the next big thing for us. We've built a strong team with a diverse background. Right now, we're sitting at about 2.3 million for this year. We're hoping to hit about 25 million next year based on volume and sales. All of this is leading us to about a $2 million ask right now and an additional 3 million in Q1. All this is going to be used to expand and grow and diversify into some new markets.
Awesome. Yeah, give it up for LyteHorse. You want to go check out one of those ATVs. It was sitting outside the entrance on the south side of the building here. So check that out. The other thing you got to check out is the bar. There's 15 more minutes until the bar is closed. It's closing at 8 o'clock. So you want to grab one more drink here. We've got 6 more pitches to go. So if you need one more to get you through, and then we're heading off to the after party after that. All right. So our next pitcher is someone who is there at the very first Saskatchewan TNT happy hour. We had a lovely conversation well into the night about life, the universe, and everything. And I'm excited to have him here tonight, pitching for the first time on the TNT Top 20 stage. Darren Gall with NeuroFlow.
Thanks. Life, the universe, and everything. That was good. NeuroFlow is a personal transcranial magnetic stimulation device. It's a wearable device. Now, you may or may not have heard of transcranial magnetic stimulation, but it is a Health Canada approved therapy and has shown clinical benefit. The problem is that these machines are quite large and quite expensive, and they're only really available in a clinical setting, typically running around $6,000. And I actually ran into this guy along the river who was obviously suffering from a mental health problem, and he had heard of TMS, and he was like, wanted to get it, but didn't know how to. So the transcranial magnetic stimulation market is expected to double. One of the reasons is neuroplasticity enhancement. You know, you've heard that term, what fires together, wires together. Basically, the potential for enhanced learning exists, which is why this market is going to grow. So it's a gateway to better mental health, but it's also a gateway to enhanced cognition, improved learning, improved meditation, anxiety, and addiction control. So this is what a typical transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS device looks like now. And I would have to say the origins of TMS go back to Tesla. Tesla actually used to sit inside of this room that he had these magnetic coils placed to enhance his connection to the universe, because he really believed his ideas came from out there. And another famous researcher into enhanced states of mind was Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, which I practice saying. And he wrote this book on flow and described this state of being that really highly creative and competent people get into, where they just lose track of time and create beautiful things. So this is an example of the device itself being worn under a headband. We're trying to make this fashionable, discreet, and fun. So what it does is it kind of induces this theta rhythm, or the 8 cycles per second. And there may be potential for helping reduce Alzheimer's conditions and improving outcomes, major depressive disorder. 54% of Canadians said their mental health has not improved over the last several years. We're talking about training wheels for your brain, a way of enhancing your ability to achieve what your brain already wants to achieve, an entrainment with a natural, relaxing signal. We have a team and it's growing. We have some beautiful consultants. It was actually Stephen Prime at the university who I discussed this idea with a few years ago and agreed that there was a potential here for personal transcranial magnetic stimulation to become available to a larger audience. Accessible market, 55 million users, probably $8 billion potentially. Can you control that market? No, but what we're trying to do is produce a price point that is as low as is possible to control the first mover advantage and maintain it over time. And that is basically the story of NeuroFlow. Thank you.
Give it up for Darren Gall. That was amazing. Definitely need that on my head. There's a lot of stress in my life, and could get into that flow state would be great. All right, coming up next, we have an awesome company near and dear to my heart, because I grew up on a farm, saw this flax straw out in the field. I always wondered, what could we do with that? And so let's bring on the stage here, Alvin with Biolin.
Biolin Research has been focused on using and developing flax straw for many uses for a long time. And I'm not sure how many of you in this audience has a background, farming background. And this is, of course, a limitation because in 3 minutes, you can't tell people all the things that you need to know about farming with flax. Years ago, there was no demand for flax straw, even $200, even $50 from Saskatchewan. You couldn't sell it. Nobody wanted it. Now we have fiber that we've produced. $1,200 would be the minimum. Sometimes it's up to $3,000. And we have people that would love to buy hundreds and hundreds of tons a month of this stuff. Now we have environmental problems that flax can help. So we have increased demand for fuel for electric vehicles. They all want further mileage in their fuel or in their batteries. We have plastic fibers and fillers that are filling up landfill. We have microfibers in the ocean. We have increased use of air conditioners. As summers get hotter and hotter, what can you do? Well, you could wear cooler clothes. Cooler clothes are made with flax fiber. We have shortages of water in urban areas. You can mulch with flax shives and you can keep the moisture in. We also have a lot of cities now are banning the use of herbicides, yet people want parks without weeds. Flax mulch is great for keeping weeds down without the use of herbicides. So there's a big opportunity here. Many companies around the world are looking back now at natural fibers, so cotton, jute, flax, hemp, to replace the fiberglass and replace the plastic fibers that are used. Flax is an excellent replacement because it can be a fine fiber like cotton. Most of the other natural fibers cannot be made really fine like cotton, but flax can. And we can grow flax here. We can grow a lot of flax, and we can grow it as a dedicated fiber crop. In 10 years' time, it could easily be $1 billion business here in Saskatchewan, and in other provinces, it could be even more. This is a little example of a car where you would put flax. So lots of parts of a car are made with low melt polypropylene and fiberglass. If I replace the fiberglass with flax, I have lighter weight, which gives me better gas mileage. Here's an example of flax shives around plants. So you put this around your plants, you don't need to water them. You almost never have weeds. It's a very environmentally friendly solution to herbicides and lack of water. So when we started our little pilot plant in Saskatoon, we started making shives. And just by word of mouth, people started using it, telling their friends, and we sold over $50,000 of shives by word of mouth. What kind of advertising is that? It's free advertising. If you don't have a good product, if you don't have a lot of word of mouth, we had lots. We had people flying in from China, from India, from the US. They came and said, "We've seen your samples. Can you really make this stuff here in Saskatchewan? We've never seen anyone in Canada make such fine fiber. And you've done it here. Can you really make more? We'd like 400 tons a month. We'd like 800 tons a month for the next 24 months. And we go, well, we're just making a couple tons a month. Well, we're not interested unless you can make 400 or 500 tons a month for 24 months. So we need a lot of funding to expand that possibility.
So sorry, Alvin, I got to cut you off right there, but thank you very much. Give it up for Alvin. All right. Thank you very much, Jesse, for leading that block of pitches. And thank you to the founders there. Great block of pitches there. So now we are headed into the sixth and final block of pitches for the night. Thank you all for sticking around so far. Let's just have a great big round of applause for you guys sticking around and for the founders who pitched so far. Leading us into our last block, we have Jasmine Patterson from BDC joining us here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Jasmine, welcome to the stage tonight.
Yep. Thank you.
And what can you tell us about BDC?
Yeah, so I work for Business Development Bank of Canada, or BDC. People are looking for money. We got money. We're Federal Crown Corp. Federal Crown Corp in Canada. So we have up to $1 million. It's just specific to tech. We've got up to $1 million in capital. So come talk to me. Non-dilutive capital that we can talk to you guys about. And then we also have obviously other like startup funding. We've got other financing. We also have advisory services that I absolutely love doing. So chat with me. We've got advisors across Canada. But yeah, thank you for having me tonight.
Awesome. We're really happy you're here. So what do you have? What do we have for our first pitch for
All
this
right.
block?
So first person is Rakesh with iOrders Technology Services. You can come to the stage. I order a lot of food, so I'm in already.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Rakesh Pillai. I'm the co-founder for iOrders. Me and my co-founder, we have been working in the restaurant industry and we found a problem. The problem is with delivery. So to solve that problem, restaurants started getting into marketplaces, but then that introduced another problem, that is commissions. A restaurant loses about 25% to 30% per order on commissions. So we started iOrders, but we are not a marketplace. We're not aiming to become a marketplace. What we are is a white labeled online ordering solution, which integrates with restaurants' websites and social media pages. So we empower the restaurants to generate more online orders through their own platforms. This restaurant, they saved about $27,000 in last year just by using iOrders. As a business, we generated community impact of $500,000 in last year just by working with 27 restaurants. We have been busy since we launched. We're currently working with about 40 restaurants and having an ARR of $200,000. So while working with the restaurants uses our restaurant manager app for receiving online orders and placing delivery requests. So we saw an opportunity there. We saw an opportunity to integrate more services into that. And we are launching this integration hub called as iHub, where we'll be connecting with various supply providers, payroll providers, and the ship technology providers. So if a restaurant wants to order a food supply or a packaging material or a cleaning service, they could use our app. We already started making some progress in the iHub. We are happy to announce our first integration partnership with Rethink BioClean. What this is going to give us is an access to 50 more additional restaurants. So as a business, we make revenue from subscription fees and fixed per order fee. But with iHub, what's going to happen is that it's going to introduce a third revenue stream and going to increase our gross margins from 40% to 60%. We have seen some early success in Regina, and we are planning to roll out this across Canada. For this, we are raising our pre-seed round. We have been bootstrapped so far. We are well positioned for this growth. Our leadership has combined experience of 30+ years in running business and technology operations. We are well advised by Cultivator and IRAP. We thank you for the support. We want to give control back to the restaurants. If you are a restaurant owner or an investor, or if you want to know more about iOrders, please contact me. Thank you.
Good job, Rakesh. I already have like lots of restaurant clients that I'll be sending your way. So next up is going to be Kara with Cultured Bites Tempeh. So I don't know what that is, and I'm really excited to find out. She's going to be virtual. So welcome to the virtual stage, Kara. Maybe. Yeah. Go, Kara.
Kara, if you're talking, you might be on mute.
Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Kara. And if any of you have ever tried to add more plants to your diet, I'm sure you can understand that there are certain challenges to going plant-based. Perhaps you can relate to this picture. When you go more plant-based, you have to think about getting the right protein, you have to think about, am I getting the right micronutrients? And also sometimes we get sick of that salad. And sometimes we're tired of that go-to tofu dish, and we just really like something else. When I was doing customer discovery in Saskatoon, I kept hearing the same things from people. People are looking for new, flavorful options. They're looking for something with real ingredients, versatile whole foods that don't sacrifice nutrition. And this is why Tempeh is such an interesting product with a unique opportunity. So Tempeh is a traditional Indonesian food that cultures or ferments soybeans into a new cake-like product that has a mild mushroomy flavor and is very high in protein. So what we do at Cultured Bites is we use that same fermentation process and use local ingredients, so peas and oats, in order to make a new value-added product that is high in complete plant-based protein and is gluten, dairy, and soy-free. So we keep hearing from our customers, those who have tried our product, that it tastes great and that they'd love to see this in the grocery stores. So based on Sunrise Tofu data, the average Canadian household eats one plant-based meal each week. So that translates into a total addressable market of $1.6 billion. At Cultured Bites, we are targeting $100,000 in our first sales year with 200 new customers. Right now, I make tempeh out of my home, and I've been making it for the purpose of market and customer feedback. But this has actually translated into a viable way to bake a business. So people have signed up through Facebook and email in order to pay for more product. We've also been looking into storefronts in Saskatoon. So this project actually started as a master's project. So right now my next step is to finish my thesis and to file a report of invention. I'm also looking to partner with the food center in Saskatoon, who can help me with scale up and sensory evaluation, which are important steps for going into the grocery stores. I've also joined their feed program, which supports female founders in programming and network. After I graduate, I'm planning to incorporate the business, and so I'm looking into funding in order to support the business. So I'm Kara, I'm the founder of Cultured Bites, and I believe that we can change our current food system, one product, one decision, one step at a time. Thank you.
Good work, Kara. Crushed it. I don't know if she can hear me or not. Oh my God, that made me so hungry just watching that. Okay, so next up, we've got Mike with Alttra Solutions. Wait, is Mike ready? Yeah, crush it, Mike.
I'm Mike Offit. Actually, I'll probably just yell. I'm Mike Offit. Do I have to use it? Okay. I'm Mike Offit, co-founder of Alttra Solutions. Alttra Solutions exists because today the market is rife with written qualitative information. Think tweets, articles, news. This information has significant effects on markets and investor decisions. Currently, there is no quantitative and structured way of consolidating and applying the impact of written media on financial investments. Depending on the readership, reach, trust, and depth of an article or tweet, an alternative piece of media, these market signals can and are interpreted differently with varying impacts. In short, there is no standard for interpreting qualitative data, and there are massive amounts, and it's wreaking havoc on traditional investment models. The problem is further compounded as AI evolves and disseminates increasingly vast amounts of media, some of which will be customized and targeted to the readership, further biasing information and the delivery mediums in which investors garner information. These two innovations pose a significant threat to analytically processing media for market sentiment and subsequent changes in investment values. How can an investor stay ahead of the changes in investment value? How can an investor stay ahead of sentiment effects to their investment portfolios and keep their investment safe? Enter Alttra and the next search bot. We are turning qualitative data into easily digestible, quantitative, predictive insights that are applied to financial investments. This bot ultimately changes mountains of data into tangible financial metrics. Through trusted and proven methodologies, our goal is to be the source for predictive data on stocks, sentiment analysis, and large language model insights. Simply put, users can query a bot in a simple written statement and receive the full entirety of AI's power in analyzing millions of financial media articles in all languages instantaneously and with a precision that is far greater than if you had an auditorium of financial experts. The delivered result and the value provided is sentiment in both objectivity and subjectivity scores that enable investors to qualify or quantify the impact of media exposure on their investments. Through targeting early adopters of technology, retail investors, and other interested parties, Alttra is currently engaging in utilizing beta testing cohorts in various stages of R&D. Our intent is to scale and expand internationally, targeting global markets and covering a wide scope of media, investments, customers, and our endeavor to provide analytical market intel. There are two developing revenue streams. Customers can utilize the bot as an independent retail investor or with in a monthly subscription, or larger firms can purchase larger capacity of the product and service through white labeling the entire bot or features of the bot. In closing, Alttra has seen significant traction when pivoting from the previous platform, and development is underway, ongoing, and further moving the product forward. If you are interested and want to be part of the next search bot revolution, please feel free to discuss with us at the end of the show. From everyone at Alttra, thank you and have a great night. See you at the after party.
Woo. Nice work, Mike. And I like the dapper outfit. I went dapper on top, bands on bottom. So there's so many products and services now that I need to try, and I'm like so excited. That's why I really like coming to these pitch things. I did want to really quickly say, because I got really nervous when I first came on stage. Just so people know, for our tech solution for our lending, we are our prime spot for those that are interested in looking at funding from us is post-seed, pre-series A. So you already have to be generating revenue, post-seed, pre-series A, $1 million capital. Let's chat. Okay, now for the last person that I am introducing, Christine with Waggle Mail, and that's just like the funnest name I've ever heard. And when I looked up what you do, I was like, I have a dog, I'm going to buy this. Subscription services are like my best friend. So up to you here, Christine.
All right. I think I'm the last one holding you from your happy hour, so I'll be quick. So my name is Dr. Christine Beck. I am the founder and CEO of Waggle Mail. I'm a veterinarian with over 20 years of domain experience, and I'm no stranger to building high growth startups. I started Waggle Mail for people like Sarah. Sarah's having a rough day. She just picked up her dog Pierogi from the vet where she spent $2,500 on a dental surgery. The unfortunate thing is that could have been prevented. She didn't know that the antlers and raw bones that she purchased are notorious for breaking dogs' teeth. And Sarah's not alone. 1 in 3 households are dog parents who want to make safe decisions for their dogs, but coupled with a critical shortage of veterinarians, they're being confronted with an overwhelming amount of misinformation and product confusion. Waggle Mail has stepped in to bridge this gap. We entered the market with the very first vet-curated subscription boxes that, unlike our competitors that take a one-size-fits-all approach, we prioritized personalization and preventative health and wellness. We have shipped thousands of collections all across Canada of everything from mental enrichment toys to vet-approved dental chews. But that was always just the starting point. Since day one, we have collected data and we've built in parallel this vet brain recommendation engine so that we can completely break new ground in the pet care space. Waggle Mail will be the first all-in-one trusted platform where dog parents can access everything that their dogs need in one place. This includes vet-approved products, trusted information, easily accessible services, and everything is tailored completely to each unique dog's age, breed, and needs. We are 100% bootstrapped to date. We launched 2 years ago in my basement in Saskatoon, and we've already accomplished $350,000 in recurring revenue at a 203% growth rate. Our subscriber base has grown by 183%, and we have an amazing 85% retention rate. And that's just organically off of our bootstraps. We haven't even added fuel to the fire. I know that I am the right person to solve this industry problem. And I have an amazing team and a group of advisors that have world-class experience that spans a multitude of industries. Happy, healthy dogs is a massive multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Dog parents spend effortlessly $100,000 over the lifetime of their dogs. And we have this unique position to build these trusted relationships where we can provide value, like lifelong value to dogs and their humans, while still capturing substantial customer lifetime value with our platform business model. We are raising a 1.5 million seed round. We've already accomplished 350,000 in non-dilutive funding, and we're working with what I call my Fed family to accomplish more. And we will be a recognizable leader in the pet care space. So we are looking for experts and leaders and investors who are just as passionate about empowering pet parents like Sarah in taking the best care of their very best friends. So if that's you, we have the product, we have the team, we have the technology, we have the market. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Reach out to me, catch me at Cathedral for a drink, or reach out to me after. Thank you.
All right. I can't believe it. We went through 19 pitches, Mike. What an evening.
What an evening indeed. Before we close off here, let's just have another great big round of applause for all of the founders that pitched here tonight.
And thanks very much, Jasmine, for closing up that last block. So that's it for the evening. It's been quite an evening. Some technical issues at the beginning, some lighting issues, no drinking in the hallways. I mean, it's been rough. It's been really rough. But here we are at the end of the evening, fabulous evening. I can't believe the pictures that we saw. The companies up here were amazing. It's like one of the strongest summits I think we're going to have. Obviously, we're going to close up with a whole bunch of thank yous. First of all, to all the founders that came out tonight. Excellent work. Appreciate your getting into the arena and getting out there and doing it. Also want to make sure we thank our sponsors and partners. That was on the slide here earlier. Without them, this would not be possible. So appreciate all the help from all the partners and sponsors and the representatives that were here tonight and those that couldn't make it. Big shout out to the U of R for allowing us to use this space. David and Craig, I don't think they're here tonight anymore, but thanks to them. And thanks to Inland. Jeremy, thanks for being on stage with us the whole time. So just so you guys understand, originally the tech was set up for the side and we had an issue like 15 minutes before we're going live. And he made it work by coming up here on stage and just making it happen. So everyone, big round of applause to Jeremy. And I also want to thank the volunteers for tonight. Sorry, before we get to that, I also have a big thank you to Larry and Sherry from Chess Club for the intro video. The video that was playing in the beginning. Fabulous, fabulous video. Thanks very much. And then the thankless help that not thankless because they are being thanked, but the excellent work by the volunteers led by Hannah Tate, who actually is another new person to start TNT. She is our first ever community ambassador. So Hannah, I don't know where Hannah is, but anyways, thanks Hannah for your help. And and her group of volunteers, Moses, Olamide, Yash, Mike, and Veronica. Thanks very much for all your help tonight. We're keeping things in order.
All right, so that's it. That's the night. We are headed over to Cathedral Social Hall. For everybody who's not familiar, it's just, I don't know the road. It's that direction and then that direction. You can search that way. Google Maps is your friend. I know it's mine. We'll see as many as possible over there. Have some great conversations with the founders who pitched on stage and our sponsors and partners as well. Thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks, Jesse, for bringing your energy on stage.
And I'm going to come on stage here real quick and thank Mike and Hassan for putting on an incredible top 20 pitch night. This is Mike's first top 20 pitch night running the show. He did an incredible job. Hassan showed him the ropes. You got to give it up for Hassan here in Regina. You guys have a really incredible lead. He's been hosting the happy hour like week in and week out. He's been getting incredible guests lately. He's now got Hannah on his team. And the big thing too, he sponsors the drinks and the food like all the time. He's just sharing that good times with this community. So yeah, give it up for Hassan here as the Regina lead.
Awesome. Well, let's without any more ado, let's get on to the happy hour. Sorry, the after party.
So let's go to the after party. Oh, real quick though, actually, founders, can you come on stage? We'll take a quick photo. All the founders who just pitched, all of them, including the co-founders. Founders and co-founders on stage, please.